Each April, a wave of nostalgia rolls across the world as fans of the British royal family pause to remember a fairy tale come to life, the wedding of Prince William and Catherine Middleton. It wasn't just a union of two people, it was a modern love story played out before billions of eyes, a moment that intertwined royalty and romance with the hopes of a new generation. As the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge mark another year together, it's time to relive that unforgettable day, April 29, 2011. A day that transformed a commoner into a duchess and a prince into a husband, while igniting a global celebration of tradition, elegance, and enduring love. The prelude to a royal union. William and Kate's story began in the early 2000s at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. A shared lecture hall, casual friendships, and a blossoming connection slowly transformed into a discreet relationship. Unlike many royal romances before, theirs unfolded in relative privacy. Kate was not from noble blood, yet she handled the pressures of dating a future king with quiet grace and determination. By the time the couple announced their engagement in November 2010, the world was already rooting for them. William presented her with his late mother Princess Diana's sapphire engagement ring, a symbol that connected past, present, and future in one iconic blue gem. April 29, 2011, the day the world watched. Westminster Abbey, the venue steeped in centuries of royal history, stood tall under a bright spring sky. From the early hours of the morning, crowds began to gather, waving Union Jacks and donning souvenir hats. Millions more tuned in from around the globe, making it one of the most watched events in television history. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Inside the Abbey, an atmosphere of grandeur and reverence prevailed. Royal tradition met meticulous planning. 800 guests, including world leaders, celebrities, and royalty, filled the pews. The anticipation was electric. Then came the moment everyone was waiting for. The arrival of the bride. As a Rolls-Royce Phantom 6 rolled toward Westminster Abbey, the world caught its first glimpse of Kate Middleton in her wedding gown. Designed by Sarah Burton for Alexander McQueen, the dress was an instant classic, a perfect blend of tradition and modernity. With lace sleeves, a delicate V-neckline, and a flowing train, it echoed past royal weddings while carving its own place in fashion history. Kate's veil, held in place by the Cartier halo tiara on loan from Queen Elizabeth II, fluttered gently as she stepped out of the car. She appeared calm, poised, and radiant, walking with her father Michael Middleton down the long aisle of the Abbey. Every step brought her closer not just to her prince, but to her future as a royal figure on the global stage. A ceremony of history and heart. William, dressed in the scarlet uniform of the Irish Guards, waited with quiet anticipation. As Kate reached him, he turned and smiled, a moment that melted millions of hearts. "You look beautiful," he whispered. The ceremony was solemn, traditional, and deeply moving. The Archbishop of Canterbury officiated, as vows were exchanged under the vaulted Gothic ceiling. William placed the Welsh gold ring on Kate's finger, and in that sacred exchange, the transformation was complete. She was no longer Kate Middleton, but Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Cambridge. The music, the readings, the royal regalia, it all played like a dream. But what struck viewers most was the simple humanity behind the pageantry, the glances, the smiles, the nerves, and the joy of two young people deeply in love. The procession and the kiss. Following the ceremony, the newlyweds emerged from Westminster Abbey to jubilant cheers. The royal procession through the streets of London was a dazzling display. In a horse-drawn carriage, William and Kate waved to the sea of well-wishers lining the mall. Soldiers in ceremonial dress marched alongside, and the air was thick with celebration. But the moment that sealed the day in history books was yet to come. At Buckingham Palace, the couple stepped out onto the famous balcony, standing before the gathered masses. And then came the kiss, not once, but twice, a public expression of love that felt both intimate and momentous. It was the image that graced front pages around the world and marked the beginning of a new royal era. A royal love story that continues to inspire. Now, years later, William and Kate's wedding remains a powerful symbol. Not merely because of its grandeur, but because of what followed, a marriage grounded in partnership, duty, and shared purpose. The couple have taken on increasing royal responsibilities, supporting mental health initiatives, early childhood development, and environmental causes. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. They have become a modern royal couple, balancing the age-old traditions of monarchy with a fresh, relatable presence. Kate's evolution from a shy university student to a confident, beloved public figure has paralleled the couple's growing influence. Together, they have raised 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, ensuring the future of the monarchy feels bright and stable. Why we keep watching? So why do we keep reliving this royal wedding year after year? Perhaps it's because, in a world so often divided, William and Kate's wedding brought people together. It reminded us of the beauty in tradition, the power of love, and the promise of new beginnings. The details, Kate's dress, Pippa's supporting role, the hats, the carriage ride, the kiss, all feel etched into our collective memory. Each anniversary isn't just a date, it's a chance to revisit that shared experience and celebrate how far they've come. The legacy of a day to remember. The wedding of Prince William and Kate Middleton wasn't just about royalty, it was about the human heart. It was a day of fairy tales, yes, but grounded in something real and enduring. Watching the ceremony again, you can see it in the way William looks at Kate, the way she steadies herself beside him, the way they walk into the future together. Their wedding is a reminder that even amidst centuries-old traditions and global expectations, love remains at the center of the story. That love can be dignified, joyful, and deeply rooted in friendship. And that even when billions are watching, a wedding can still be about 2 people and a promise. Celebrating the anniversary. As the Duke and Duchess celebrate their wedding anniversary, fans around the world are rewatching the highlights, streaming the ceremony, revisiting the photos, and remembering where they were when it happened. Some might recreate the day with themed parties or quiet reminiscing, while others simply smile at the memory. This day remains more than an event in the history books. It's a testament to the enduring magic of love in the spotlight, lived with grace behind palace walls. So grab a cup of tea, press play, and relive the wedding that captivated the world. Watch the elegance, the emotion, the celebration, and remember, once again, why William and Kate's wedding wasn't just royal, but truly unforgettable. Subscribe the channel to get such videos.